Hey guys, it's me Tazzy, and welcome to the very first episode of a vlog of a VCE student. Now this is the sort of laying down of the basics so you guys can understand how VCE works, what the acronyms are, what the abbreviations are, and basically so you guys understand what I'm talking about in the actual vlog itself, and so you guys don't run into anything. So we're going to start off with what VCE is and what VCE stands for. VCE stands for Victorian Certificate of Education, so I'm based in Victoria, which makes sense. And basically VCE is your year 11 and 12 studies, so your last 2 years of high schooling, and it's basically preparing you for tertiary studies, so after year 12 studies, after high school studies. So this is split over years, units 1 and 2 and units 3 and 4, and to complete that, once you've completed that, you have completed your VCE, thus you get your ATAR. Now, an ATAR is the Australian Tertiary Admissions Rank. Now, the ATAR's definition is, the ATAR is not a score out of 100, it is a rank. It shows a student's achievement in relation to other students. So, it's not really a score, it's a rank. It's a rank of all students in Australia, and it helps unis choose students for their courses and helps them be placed into their courses for uni. So that's how the ATAR works. And so basically, if you get, say, an 84, you are in the top 16 percentile of that year. So if I get 78, I'm in the top 22% of, or top 22, top 23% of the state of Australia. So it's a big thing to ask for. You get my thing. So that's how they sort of work it out. That also leads me into what the study score is, and the study scores help make up the ATAR. I don't exactly know how they do this, so it's a bit difficult, but your study score is the overall subject score given out of 50. And it's put together by all your SAC scores and all your SAT scores. So SACs are student assessed coursework, and basically that's any sort of, tests, assessment tasks, artwork, basically anything you do in your subjects. And then you also have SATs, which I believe they are student assessed tasks. I may be wrong on that because I've never done a SAT myself. SATs tend to be your musical performances, your drama performances, and that's why I don't tend to do them, because I don't do any music, drama, art, sort of those sort of theatre studies. So that's why I don't tend to do them. Now, the VCE course is basically assessed by someone called VCA, or a group called VCA, which is the Victorian Curriculum and Assessment Authority, and it's the group in charge of assessing all the VCE exams across Victoria, and they're also in charge of giving out special provisions and that sort of things. And the way they assess it, it's very sort of, it's very disciplined, it's very, defined, it's quite, it has to be done this every, if you do the English exam, this year, the English exam was on the 28th of October. It's a bit crazy that I know that, but sorry for the camera shake there, but basically every student in Victoria took the English exam at the same time, because they are in charge of making sure students don't cheat or anything, and making sure that everything runs smoothly and that sort of stuff. So, they create the test. It's really important that everything runs smoothly. So the next one we have is the GAT. So the GAT stands for the General Achievement Test, and this examines students' general knowledge and their skills in written communication, mathematics, science, and technology, humanities, the arts, and social skills. The GAT, it gives basically a fallback scores for the assessors. to assess your marks against. And if you totally like miss the exam or underperform for like a legitimate reason, like you were, I don't know, really sick, or you know, I don't know what they give these out on, but yeah, it's called the DES, the Derived Examination Score, and basically it's given out for people who have legitimate doctors issues surrounding the exam time, and they just can't do it, and the GAT helps to balance out the scores and balance out study scores and your overall ATAR. So yeah, the study score is the individual score per subject. So it's the score is given out of 50. And we're getting a bit more technical here. It's a bit more maths orientated, because what you need to understand is the study score is dependent also on it has to go on the bell curve as well. So everyone has to fit this bell curve thing, and it's dependent on the scaling. So each subject has a scaling. I think last year geography was scaled down by 1 point. So to fit on that bell curve, everyone had to be scaled accordingly to fit on that bell curve. Basically, so even though it was scaled down by 1 point, if you got, say, your raw mark was, I don't know, 30, but 30 is like the average, but to fit on the bell curve, because like the majority of students get here, not so many get here, and not so many get here, because the majority get 30, they have to spread everyone like out a lot more, so the majority will get pushed down. You'll get like scaled down that way, if that makes sense. But that's the idea of the study score. And but you'll also get your raw mark, and you'll also get so you understand what you actually have gotten, and you'll understand what your scaling will have gotten. And that again is just to understand how the ATAR works, and because the ATAR again, it's a rank, not a score. The thing I want to talk about is VTAC. VTAC stands for Victorian Tertiary Admissions Centre, and basically they're in charge of the applications. They're the applications core of basically you send your applications in there for just Victorian-based universities, and what you want to do after year 12. So you'll put preferences in there, and basically they'll organize all that. That's from my understanding. Probably do another video on that as well. I hope you guys have enjoyed getting to know a little bit about VCE and how the program works, what the abbreviations mean, and what the acronyms mean, and how they all sort of come into contact with each other. The video that goes along with this will be the introduction itself, and I hope you look forward to the whole series itself. Vlog of a VCE student. I'm certainly looking forward to putting it together. This has been Tazzy, me, and I'm signing out. Peace.